Children are going off to class. So my parents named me Carmen Sue, Sue being my maternal grandmother's middle name. Even though I loved my grandmother, I never really liked the name Sue. I asked my mom one day, "Why didn't you name me Carmen Joe?" Joe being my father's name. I'm a lot like my dad, and being the middle and very energetic child, I was often shoveled off to accompany him. I'd shadow him as he delivered milk to various stores in town and listen to him, sometimes very impatiently, as he talked with every folk that we met. We spent many a days working in the yard, baling hay, putting up the fence, and there was always something to do. And though I'd grumble at times, mostly I just liked being with him. I met all kinds of people and got insight into their lives and learned what my father thought about things as I listened to their conversation. And I learned lots as I was by his side building and fixing things and being his gopher, his assistant who would go for this tool and that tool. And this fixing knowledge has earned me the name Carmen Joe at Faithful Fools as I fix and repair and do maintenance on our lovely Fools Court. When I was in junior high, I got a summer job babysitting at a boys' camp in the Boundary Waters of Minnesota. When I returned home at the end of summer one year, I was eager to be with my dad and brothers as they did work in the fields. I enjoyed driving the tractor, and on this particular day, they were spreading manure in the fields. I loved to drive the tractor, so I asked Dad if I could pull the manure spreader. He hesitated for a moment, and then he gave me my instructions. The most important thing was to keep my eye on the spreader, and when it was empty, to immediately turn it off so that the chain wouldn't break. I listened, it sounded simple, and I was pretty confident I could do it. So I set off, driving up and down the field with my very aromatic load of manure. All went well until it didn't. As fate had it, I forgot the most important instruction, which was to turn off the switch on the spreader, and the chain snapped. It made the machine inoperable. My heart sank, and I went to Dad to tell him what I had done, or not done in that matter, and he said nothing. He didn't holler at me. He didn't express anger. He just quietly began to do what he needed to do to get it back to the shed. I have thought about that time so many moments in my life. I remember the silence and my wishing he would just holler at me or admonish me or something, but he didn't. When Vanessa gave me the prompt for today's service, this was the story that immediately popped into my head. Maybe like the story of the prodigal son, my father, like the father in the story, knew what his son had done, and the son surely knew what he had done. And both fathers knew that at this particular moment, what best served in the long run. It wasn't harsh words or punishment or shaming. It was something deeper, more lasting, even dramatic. It was an everlasting lesson of love.